Alright you guys, today I'm coming at you with an updated method on how to play Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 5 online on your Apple Silicon Mac. That's M1 through M5. For single player, we're going to be using Crossover, and for GTA Online, we're going to be using Parallels. Both of these softwares do cost money, but you can get a free trial for both of them, Parallels being for 7 days, Crossover being for 2 weeks. You also do need to own a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, either on the Rockstar Games Launcher, Steam, or the Epic Games Store. So first, I'm going to show you how to play Grand Theft Auto 5 single player using Crossover. You're going to go to the link in the description. It's going to take you to the Codeweavers website, where you're then going to enter your name and your email for your 2-week Crossover free trial. This is going to be the full version of Crossover, no limitations. Just because it's a trial, you still get the full version of Crossover. You're going to download it and you're going to open it. You're going to click that blue open button. You're then going to move it to your applications folder. All you have to do is click the blue button. Boom, we just click the blue button. You're then going to click open again. You're then going to click the try now button. As you see, it says we have 14 days left of our trial. Once you click the open button, it's going to bring you a menu where you can install a Windows application. You're going to go up to the search, and you're either going to search for Epic Games Store, Rockstar Games Launcher, or Steam, depending on where you own your copy of GTA. In this case, I'm going to install the Rockstar Games Launcher. So we're going to click it. It's going to download the Rockstar Games Launcher. It's going to create a Windows 10 64-bit bottle containing the Rockstar Games Launcher. And it's also going to install any dependencies it needs to run the Rockstar Games Launcher. So once you're ready, you're just going to click on the blue install button, and it is literally going to take care of the rest for you. It's going to download everything it needs, all the dependencies, and the Rockstar Games Launcher will be downloaded and installed by Crossover all by itself. There it's asking to download a font. Just click yes. It's now asking to install Microsoft Visual C++. Just click the checkbox and click install. Click close once that's installed. It's now asking us to install another Microsoft Visual C++. Click the checkbox to agree once again and click the install button. Then click the close button once it's installed. And boom, the Rockstar Games Launcher is now installed and open on our Apple Silicon Mac. You're going to select your language and hit continue. You're then going to hit continue again. You're then going to agree to the terms of service by clicking the checkbox and then clicking continue. Here's where the Rockstar Games Launcher is going to be installed to. Just click the continue button. Alright, and make sure you have Run Rockstar Games Launcher on close and click the close button. The Rockstar Games Launcher is then going to open, install some things, and then you're going to need to sign in to your Rockstar account. And boom, here's where you're going to sign into your Rockstar Games Launcher account. As you see here, we have a dark screen where we're unable to do anything after we've signed in. To fix this, you're just going to open Crossover and you're going to force quit the applications. Once you force quit, you can reopen the Rockstar Games Launcher, then you'll be good to go. So once you've closed out after signing in, just double click on the Rockstar Games Launcher in Crossover and it'll open back up and you'll actually be able to install the game this time. Alright, now we're good to go. You're just going to scroll down on the side and go to Grand Theft Auto 5 Legacy. Once you're in Legacy, just click the Install Now button. Now, the GTA 5 Enhanced version, as you see here, even though it may let you install it, it will not run. So do not bother trying to install the enhanced version. It will not work. You have to install the legacy version. So go to the legacy version and click that install now button. It is a pretty large download, so it will take some time, but there we go. We're clicking install now. You have the option to create a shortcut or create a start menu shortcut, which you don't need for Crossover, but you may want to do that later in the Parallels for GTA Online. So we're clicking that install button. It is a pretty large download. It's about 120 gigs, so it may take a while depending on your internet connection speed. Also, if it freezes during the download, like if it just stops downloading randomly, which does happen to me pretty often with Crossover, just pause that download and resume it, or close out of the Rockstar Games Launcher, reopen it, and resume the download. You may have to do that a few times during the process. Once it's done downloading, we'll be back. Alright, so once GTA finishes downloading, you're then going to go to your system settings. You're then going to click on the display section. Once you're in the display section, you're then going to select the resolution that you would like to run GTA 5 at on your Mac. So you can click the show all resolutions button and you can click any resolution you want. In my case, I'm going to be playing it on this Apple Thunderbolt display, which is a 1440p monitor with a resolution of 2560 by 1440, but I will be selecting 1920 by 1080 for better frame rates. Once you have your resolution selected you'd like to run the game at, you're then going to go into Crossover, go to the game controller section and click that, and make sure you obviously have a game controller connected via either USB or Bluetooth, but USB usually works better. As you see, Crossover's detected my PlayStation 5 controller. You're going to want to make sure that you have both the checkboxes at the bottom checked so they are enabled. Hit the OK button. Once you hit the OK, it is very important to click the Simulate Reboot button in Crossover to reboot the Windows bottle in order for those controller changes to take effect. Once you've rebooted the bottle and reopen the Rockstar Games Launcher, you're going to click the three-dot menu, click the Settings button, and type in these launch arguments: -width, 1920 in this case, -height, 1080, -full screen for full screen. So you're going to put -width, whatever your resolution is, space, -height, whatever your resolution is, -full screen for full screen mode, obviously. Once you have these launch arguments typed in, you can then start the game. Now those launch arguments will not change or go away unless you remove them from the launch arguments section. Once you have those all typed in, we can launch Grand Theft Auto 5, and we should be at the proper resolution that we set in the display settings in macOS. And boom, ladies and gentlemen, here we are loading into Grand Theft Auto 5 single player on our Apple Silicon Mac. We're now going to dive into our settings. I'm going to show you the settings I've used to get pretty good performance on my M3 Max MacBook Pro at 1080p. Alright, and here we are in Michael's house, where we are now going to dive into the settings I've gone with for running GTA 5 on this M3 Max MacBook Pro. So go to settings, go down to graphics, resolution, we got 1920 by 1080, windowed borderless, 16 by 9, FXA off, MSA off, VSync on, population density low, population variety low, distance scaling low, and everything else is set to high or off. And we put a little bit of motion blur as well. Those are my settings, pretty much all high. As far as advanced graphics, everything is turned off. So all high settings on this M3 Max MacBook Pro. Let's get into this car here and see what kind of performance we get. Alright, so starting out here, I do have to say this game looks incredible at high settings on this MacBook Pro. Now starting out here, the frame rate is a little bit choppy, but I noticed as the MacBook did heat up, we were able to get more stable frame rates. As you see, there is a little bit of that choppiness going on there, but that did go away, like I said, as the MacBook heated up. Now this is awesome because this is majority high settings. So this is incredible performance for a MacBook. Now that we've got single player down pat, now we need to install Parallels in order to play GTA Online. We can't play GTA Online in Crossover due to the recent addition of BattleEye Anti-Cheat. So for GTA Online, we gotta install Parallels, and I'm gonna show you how to do that now. Alright, so to begin the install of Parallels Desktop, you're just gonna go to the link in the description, download the free trial, open it. Once it's downloaded, and it's literally going to download and install everything, even Windows, pretty much completely automatically for you. It's downloading Parallels Desktop right now. Once that's done, we'll be able to easily install Windows 11 and we'll be able to run GTA Online extremely easily. But the one thing I will note that is a downside to Parallels, compared to Crossover, using Parallels you get way less performance than you would on Crossover, but right now Parallels is the only way to run GTA Online on an Apple Silicon Mac. So you're just going to click Get Windows 11 from Microsoft, click the blue Download and Install button. It is going to download Windows 11, automatically install it for you, and completely go through the setup, all automatically. So we'll be back once we're at the Windows 11 desktop. While we're waiting for Windows 11 to install, I just did want to mention that I do have an Amazon storefront link down below where you can check out all the cool gadgets I would recommend to you and the things I use every day. I also have the products used to create this video linked down in the description as well, if you're interested in that. And you can also now become a member of this channel to support me and support my content creation journey. And you get early access to videos, members only shorts, and a bunch of other things. I've tried to keep the prices as low as possible to encourage as many people as possible to join and become a member today. So if you find value in my content, please feel free to hit that join button down below and become a member, or just simply purchase something from my Amazon storefront. I will earn a small commission of the sale, but it will not cost you anything extra, and it is a great way to support the channel. Alright, so now that Parallels has installed Windows 11 on our Apple Silicon Mac, we're now going to use our MacBook like it's a normal Windows PC. Just open up Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer as they used to call it, and either search Rockstar Games Launcher, Epic Game Store, or Steam depending on where you own your copy of GTA. Just like before, I'm going to be using the Rockstar Games Launcher, so we're just going to download it like it's a normal Windows PC. Simple, easy. We're going to go through the setup. We're going to sign into our Rockstar account, and we're going to download GTA Legacy version. Same as before, the enhanced version does not work. There we go. We're going to hit open file. We're going to select our language, hit continue, continue again, agree to the terms, continue, continue. It's going to install everything, and boom, nice and quick. Now we're going to launch on close, and now the Rockstar Games Launcher is going to open shortly. And boom, we're now going to have to sign into our Rockstar account. Alright, and now that we're signed into our Rockstar account, we're just going to click the install button on GTA 5 Legacy. It's going to download. Once again, it is a pretty large download at around 120 gigabytes. So once it's done downloading, we'll be back. While we're waiting for GTA to finish downloading, we're going to need DS4 Windows if we want PS4 or PS5 controller support. So first, you're going to download the .NET 8 Desktop Runtime x64 program to your computer. Once it's done downloading, you're going to open it. Boom, it's done downloading. We're now going to open it, and we're going to hit the install button. We're going to hit yes to allow it to download and install. Won't take too long, and boom, it is now done. We can now close the installer, and Windows Desktop Runtime 8.0 x64 is now installed. Now that that's closed, we're going to go back to the DS4 Windows download page, and we're going to hit the blue download button. This will be linked down in the description below as well. Once that's done downloading, we're going to hit open file. We're then going to double click on the folder to open it, and double click on DS4 Windows, and click extract all, and then extract again. Once it's extracted, we're then going to open the DS4 Windows folder, double click on DS4 Windows again. It is then going to open. You're then going to select the app data. You're then going to make sure you check PS4 and DualSense PS5 controller support. You're then going to click yes on the pop-up to allow it to make changes. We're now going to need to install a driver to get the PS5 controller support, so click install driver. It's going to download the driver and install the driver. You're then going to go through the setup wizard. You're going to click the checkbox to agree. You're going to click next and install. Once it's installed, you're going to click finish. You're then going to close out of the welcome to DS4 Windows. DS4 Windows should now be open. You're then going to go up to the USB menu in your Parallels virtual machine. Make sure you have your DualSense controller connected via USB, and you're going to checkmark it. Once it's checkmarked, you can hit the start button on DS4 Windows, and your controller should populate there shortly, as you can see there. Once your controller is detected by DS4 Windows, you are going to right click on your desktop, go to display settings. Once you're in display settings, you're then going to select your desired resolution you'd like to run GTA at. In this case, I'm doing 1920 by 1080 again. So select your resolution from the drop down, then you can close out of settings. You're then going to click the three dots, and you're going to click the settings in the Rockstar Games Launcher. So you're going to do the exact same thing as before. In the launch argument section, you're going to do dash full screen, space dash width, space dash height, and your resolution. Once you have those launch arguments in place, you're going to click the start button on the Rockstar Games launcher, and it's going to open up Grand Theft Auto 5. And boom, we've successfully made it to GTA Online here in Parallels on Windows 11. Now, like I said before, we get way less performance than we would in Crossover and Parallels. So for the settings, I had to go all normal instead of all high. Other than that, it's the exact same settings. Just normal settings instead of high settings. So yeah, that's how you play Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 5 Online on your Apple Silicon Mac. We played Grand Theft Auto 5 in Crossover with great performance at high settings, and as you can see here, right now we're playing GTA Online with okay performance in Parallels at normal settings, as I fell to my death there. That's where we're going to leave the video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys were able to get GTA Online or GTA 5 running on your Apple Silicon Mac, and which software you prefer, Crossover or Parallels. If you're having issues, tell somebody down in the comments, and either myself or somebody else will be able to help you out. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's push this video in the algorithm. This is one of my best performing videos of all time, so I'd like to see the 2.0 updated version of this video do even better than the first. The original video will be linked down in the description if you guys would like to watch that as well. But with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.